welcome to another Skipper's View video. My name is Dean, and for those of you who don't know, I'm one of the founders of the Skipper's View, as well as some other things. I've just gone into video essays as a way to double my content by writing a script. I'm also writing a blog, so I can just go bang bang. If you're new and have not subscribed, consider clicking below for more videos like this. If you've never heard of us, we can be found on our website, www.theskippersview.com. On Twitter, I run the Skipper's View and Skips View Dean, as well as Diamond Centric. But you can definitely check us out on all platforms. We do blogs every weekday, videos every week, podcasts twice a week. This video is presented by SeatGeek. Use code SkippersView for $20 off your first purchase. No one is actually going to use it, but it sounds good. I've been scouring the interwebs to cover something that not many baseball sites have spoken about yet. To my surprise, I did not see many videos on predicting the 2024 awards, so I figured I would do it. In that, I found that YouTube now has AI that can predict awards. I don't know why they're doing that, but there it is if you want YouTube's predictions. Unsurprising, there have been plenty of MLB predictions in terms of gambling, which we can see here. NL MVP odds, they have Acuna, followed by Ohtani. AL MVP odds, Judge, Soto, Alvarez, Seager. Let's see. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay, it's just MVP. Let's try to find. I don't want that. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's see what they have. Cole, Gausman, Framber Valdez, Pablo Lopez. And then, wow, this is very NL Cy Young, Strider, Wheeler, Webb, Burns, Gallen, Fried, Senga, and then you go all the way down. Person with the least likely chance is Kyle Freeland. Okay. All right, here we go. So my American League MVP selection is not going to be Shohei Ohtani, who is actually not going to be on this list at all. So if that makes you butthurt, just click off the video. My American League MVP selection is Corey Seager. Seager was the runner-up last year for AL MVP, finishing behind Ohtani. He was able to produce an absurd 6.9 WAR over just 119 games, taking home a Silver Slugger, as well as being elected to the All-Star game. Batting .327, slugging .623. He finished with a 1013 OPS. His OPS plus was also a career high of 170, which ranked 14 points behind Ohtani. However, his offensive WAR was actually 0.2 higher compared to Shohei. Minuscule, yes. But now with Ohtani in the National League, it looks like the path is cleared for Seager to take home his first MVP after 2 top 3 finishes in his career. Health, of course, will be a factor. He's only played over 145 games 3 times in his career. The biggest competition, though, is Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. Judge has had his own injury concerns over the past year, and Juan Soto is now entering the biggest market in the world in terms of media and stress. So I'm going to go with the guy who is coming back to the World Series champions, which is Corey Seager. My pick for National League MVP is not the Dodger you're thinking of. Is ironically, again, the runner-up for the award last year, Mookie Betts, who will now be the starting second baseman for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Last year, Betts finished with a 307, 579, 987 slash line while hitting 39 home runs, which was a career high, and knocking 107 runs. He finished with an 8.3 WAR and 163 OPS plus. His OWAR was actually a full point higher than that of his new teammate Shohei Ohtani. While I think Ohtani will undoubtedly win on MVP in his time with the Dodgers, I do not believe it will be until at least 2025 when he is fully healthy and starts pitching again. I know the current projection is that he will start opening day after receiving Tommy John in September, but let's remember what Bryce Harper looked like when he first came back this past season. He was powerless. So I think Ohtani is going to take a step back this year as he recovers from the injury and acclimates to a new team. Betts, on the other hand, is hitting the ball with more power than he has at any point in his career. Also, he's now moving to second base, which is something I think the writers will eat up, and he is my choice for this year's MVP. The American League Cy Young Award winner is the one I struggle with the most. Actually, as I'm writing this, I still don't know who I'm going to decide it's going to be, so I'm just going to sit here and think for a moment. All right, I think a lot of people would assume Cole is the easy answer here, and I don't know. I guess he is. He had an insane 7.4 WAR last year, which doubled most of the other contenders. Actually beat the NL Cy Young Award winner, Blake Snell, by a full 1.5 points. A lot of early predictions I've read have Pablo Lopez winning this season. I don't know if that's just like the dark horse person that people are picking to be different. But I just don't see that happening as he put up a 3.66 ERA and a 1.17 ERA plus, which was the lowest actually of anyone who received votes last year for the American League Cy Young. The more research I do, the more Cole just makes sense. Even if he regressed somewhat significantly, he would still be the best pitcher in the American League. Back-to-back Cy Young Award winners also isn't as rare as I thought. Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, and Clayton Kershaw all have done it in the past decade. Cole really hasn't regressed either in his time with the Yankees. 2022 was a slight hiccup, although it did see him have his highest strikeout total in his career. In his career with the Yankees. So I don't know. Unless he kind of falls off or gets injured, the team offensively has gotten better, and he seems to only be getting stronger with age. For National League Cy Young, I suppose we should wait until Blake Snell signs, but I don't think he will repeat as Cy Young Award winner, unlike Cole. A lot of fans online already have this one going Yamamoto, who will make an appearance later in this video, but I have it going to Snell. Snell is the ace on a great team who's going to lead the league both in wins and strikeouts. He led it last year with 20 wins and 282 strikeouts. 20 years ago, Strider would have run away with this Cy Young Award. 20 wins, check. Almost 300 strikeouts, check. Cool mustache, check. And he was on the best team in the National League. Although Snell dominated him in the WAR department last season with a 6.0 WAR compared to Strider's 3.4 WAR, Strider had a much better FIP, which was 2.85, which led all of the National League. I don't know how much, if at all, FIP is factored into WAR. Frankly, I'm not going to look it up. I'm a little more old school in my thinking of stats anyway, but I know FIP is important. And combined with his low 1.09 ERA, if he can fix the home runs, which Strider gave up a lot of home runs last year. I think the strikeouts will undoubtedly remain the same. And if Strider can hit that 200 inning mark, he should eclipse that 300 strikeout mark. Well, it doesn't guarantee a Cy Young. Chris Sale in 2017 did not win the Cy Young. He had over 300 strikeouts. Clayton Kershaw 2015 did not win the Cy Young Award. He had over 300 strikeouts. And then Garrett Cole in 2019 actually lost to his teammate, Justin Verlander, who did have 300 strikeouts. So it's a little different there. But I think that will help Strider's chances if he can hit that 300 mark. If he gets 20 wins again, I know wins aren't the same category they were 20 years ago, but I still think you have to take that into account, especially with all his stats being great. And if that FIP and ERA start to get a little closer together, I think Strider runs away with this. All right, now this is where it gets fun. Where MLB lost me was they gave the AL Rookie of the Year to Wyatt Langford. I'm giving it to Jackson Holliday. Wyatt Langford has kind of run through their farm system, but I think the Rangers outfield is pretty crowded right now. And they also have Evan Carter, who's a top rookie on the team already. I was split between Carter, Caminero, and Jackson Holliday for choosing AL Rookie of the Year here. But I have 3 numbered autographs of Jackson Holliday, so if he kills it this season, those prices are going to skyrocket. I'm going to sell them. It's important to note that Holliday has not been called up, but most believe he will be up by the latest May. I think worst case scenario, he comes in to spring training. If he struggles a little, they might send him down to the minors just to start for the first month. Then it's going to warm up a little, and then I think they'll bring him up to the big leagues where at Camden Yards he should be just fine. Across 4 teams this year, he batted .323, .499 with a .941 OPS, 12 home runs, 75 runs batted in. He also stole 24 bases, but was caught stealing 9 times, so he's going to have to figure that out a little. Probably just be a little less aggressive on the base paths, which I think once he's in the MLB, they're not going to have him running as much. Defensively, he had 13 errors, but showed great range and is athletic enough to play second base, shortstop, and third base. He's still pretty lean, as you can see in these video clips here. And if I were to show you his Instagram clips, he's got jacked up a little. He's actually training with a couple of the top Red Sox prospects, which is pretty cool. But he'll need to bulk up to bring up those power numbers. He should still hit around 18 to 23 home runs if you average it out. But we'll see. Evan Carter, who already has big league experience, is his biggest competition this year. However, I think the Orioles are going to be even better than last year. And combined with the hype that Holliday brings, he should run away with the award. The reason I say the hype is when you look at someone like Nolan Jones or Yanya Diaz, both who received votes last year, they actually had a higher WAR than a lot of their counterparts, but they didn't get as much recognitions. So we'll see. Last up, we have the NL Rookie of the Year, which I'm going to give to Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's a 25-year-old rookie on the best team in baseball, with every baseball insider salivating over him. If he doesn't win, Cy Young, he will at least get Rookie of the Year. Some online have argued if he comes in, dominates, and wins the Cy Young, then they should pick someone else for Rookie of the Year, like Paul Skeens. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think Skeens is even going to really be up and make an impact this year, but we will see. The current pending favorites behind Yamamoto right now are Jung Ho Lee, Noelvi Marte, and Jordan Lawler. All great young prospects, but none have the hype that Yamamoto has. His career numbers in Japan are absurd. We'll have to wait to see if that translates to the MLB. We'll also have to wait to see how he adjusts to American culture, which I think he should be fine. Even if he puts up a Kodai Senga-like season, which would, I guess, be a disappointment for him, he should still run away with Rookie of the Year. So he is my choice for the 2024 NL Rookie of the Year. That's all I got. If you want to see more videos like this, just comment below. And again, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you want.